Shout out to Maddie Michelle. Y'all are awesome. Good to see y'all.
Yeah.
Two of the most phenomenal artists in the house today. So, dreams.
Man, let's talk about that for a hot second. How do you fund your dreams? Now I'm engaged.
You want to address it?
So the reason why this is so crazy is because G just introduced Maddie Michelle, and she and I had the most profound conversation when she was coloring my hair. So Maddie said to me,
She goes your hair?
she does. Maddie said to me, right now, I am my own record label. I'm responsible for my bookings, my look, my this, my that. I want to do videos, I need to do EPs, I have to book my shows, they have to be all these things. And she said, and the feedback that I got from someone is that for all the money that I'm spending on these shows, I could go record an album. And I said, sure you can, Maddie. So after you record this album and all of your friends here in Dallas buy it, who else is gonna buy it? For real, who else is gonna buy it? So the thing is, what she's doing is realizing that there has to be a plan, right? And what you can't do is, if doing shows and booking shows and paying a band costs money, there's only so many times you can call your friends and call in favors. These things cost money, right? And so if ever that day comes where you're prepared to sit up and record an album, then that people actually can buy. More people have to be aware that you have an album in the first place, because sure, go record it. Then people have to know about it. It has to go to iTunes. If it sounds crappy and it sounds like I made it on my Mac, where you should have been able to afford Sean, then you're gonna find out that it's actually a very crappy album in the first place. All of these things matter. And what I always appreciate is when G speaks at schools, the first slide in his presentation is, how will you fund your dream? So I'm glad that he brought that up, because that's the way I look at every single thing is, how are you gonna pay for this? Not so much you're killing solo, because I don't really care. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm so Carter. Thank you, Daniel.
And another way you fund your dream is by sacrificing.
Absolutely.
Don't get 2 slices of cheese on that cheeseburger. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? It really is sacrificing. I was blessed to be able to have somebody to come to the table at the last minute, and they were able to help me out with a portion. It was like, but they had no idea for the 6 years prior how many nights I ate ramen noodles so I could afford this engineer or this drummer or this keyboard player or this I did a $4,000 string section. It was like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use my points and my mouths. And I'm gonna make this thing happen. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of sacrifice. And if you think somebody's really gonna give you anything, go be an assembly line worker. Because nobody's gonna give you anything. Everything has a cost attached to it. Even when somebody gives you something, it's still a cost attached to it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, it's your project. Guess who's gonna pay for your project? Your money. So when you want to sing at Sandaga and they pay you $100, don't drink up $75 of your $100. You know what I'm saying? Drink up $20 of your $100. Hey, I'm gonna say a good money principle. Take 10%, pay Jesus. He deserves it.
There you go.
All right, take another 10%, pay yourself. You deserve it. And live off the other 80. It's not hard. I promise you, it's not hard. Think about all the money you waste. We in a room full of musicians. All the money you waste on weed and liquor and other stuff, you can put that money towards your record. And can I park here for a hot second?
Park, sir.
And not only can you fund your record, you can fund your life. I'm gonna tell you something. The last thing I hate to see is a GoFundMe for a musician that I know have been to Denny's and Big T and anything else, because you wasted your money. You understand what I'm saying? You can take that same $10 that you're gonna trick off on a sack of weed and put it in a Roth IRA or a 401k and build your future. And that's what people don't talk about. They don't talk about the music. No, talk about your life. It's your life right here. It's your real life.
So, you done dropped it.